Today is October 6th. 3 days shy of being a full-time reseller for a whole year. Cha-ching's in the background, baby. I just made 100K gross in sales. Big shout out to God first. Second is I joined the Daily Refinement and TechSports Reseller Nirvana Mentorship group in January. That allowed me to learn the things about my business, right? Because you got to cater it to your own business. I implemented procedures and processes that I learned from the Facebook group, that I learned from the mentorship, from Daily Refinement, from TechSports. Them guys are geniuses, man, and they know what they're talking about. But that allowed me to put my processes into play, get my business model mapped out to where I was able to do $100,000 so far this year in sales. Now, we've got the whole Q4 ahead of us, right? So I'm not done yet. And that isn't total net sales either. Net so far, I'm somewhere around like 65K for the year. I'd have to get in my spreadsheet and actually look that up. But hey, that's not that bad though, guys. 100K so far my first year. Getting stuff from the Goodwill bins. I've only spent 10K on inventory from the Goodwill bins this year so far. 10K to make 100K. Okay, let's do it. So this is the process, guys. I take photos on this inverted flat lay. Got this design from Daily Refinement. Before I was taking them on the floor with my phone. However, I still use a phone. I take them on this inverted flat lay with this Sherpa lining. It allows the garment to stick to it a little bit. I stack all my items up. I do 50 a day right now. So this is 50 items. Well, I've taken photos of 2 items. After I take the photos, I'll fold the item up right there, and then I'll bag them later. I'll just bag them in these bags and put a SKU number on them. Don't mind the lining from the bag. Then after I take all my photos, I take all the photos at once. Once I get all the photos taken, I'll load them on the computer, and then I'll do the listings from the computer. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I take my photos real quick. I've showed this in other videos, but in case you guys haven't seen that, this is how I take the photos. I use a lanyard to hang the phone around my neck. That way I don't have to find out where it's at every time I need to pick it up. Just sold a pair of polo shorts. Anyway, so I'll step back and let me just rotate this a little bit so you guys can see me as well. So what I'll do is I'll take one photo of the whole item. I try to take 12 photos. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 12, but I'll get every angle of the item. So take a main photo of the whole item, then I take waist measurements, inseam measurements, or maybe the rise measurements, then the inseam measurements. They go in order. And then sometimes I'll take a leg opening measurement. These are wide pants, so I want to disclose that so the buyer knows that. Take a picture of the tag because it's new with tags. Take a picture of the sizing. Although that'll get put at the end, I just don't like to flip the garment back and forth. This side needs to be lint rolled. Boom. Ideally, I won't have to do that, but all of these items are new with tags. So, they might have stuff that I need to let roll off of them. Take a picture of both of the back pockets of the legs. And then I'll take a picture of the contents as well up close. So that way the buyer doesn't have to do much work looking for it. The washing directions, I'll take a picture of that as well. And then after that, I'll fold the item up. And then when it's time to, I'll fold the item up after that, and I'll just stack it in the stack until all the items get listed, or until all the items get done getting photoed. Once I take all pictures of this whole stack, they'll all be folded up there. I'll bag them in order, put a SKU number on them, and upload that into the listing. So I used to do one listing from start to finish all the way through. That was okay, right? And I was doing it from the phone, but it took a lot longer to get my listing done than what I would have liked. I don't recommend that you take your photos and then list on separate days. I recommend you taking all the photos and then immediately going into listing. That way, any flaws that the garment might have are fresh in your memory, and that way you have less room for error or margins for, anything to go wrong in your listings. Keep down your defects. You don't want item not as described, returns for doesn't match description or photos or anything like that, or, doesn't work or defective is a weird one that, you can get in the clothing category. How does a shirt not work? Either you put it on or you take it off. That's all you got to do. So right now, currently, I'm doing 50 items a day. I'm going to ride this pace out for the rest of the year. It's a comfortable enough pace to where I'm making the money that I need to make to get my bills paid, as well as have cash flow and save money, and also sit money aside for my taxes. With that being said, the store is growing at listing 50 a day because I only technically launch 33 items a day, and the 17 left over get listed in my draft bank. That allows me to take 2 days off a week. Love taking those 2 days off a week, man. That definitely gives me time to do things for myself as well as go sourcing for the whole week ahead. I go to the Goodwill bins, as you guys know. If you don't know, that's where I get my inventory from. I'll buy the whole week's worth of inventory on Mondays, come back and I'll list it all week long, and then I take Saturday off, refresh and reset. So here is what the Seller Hub overview page looks like right now. So far today, I have, let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see that. So far for the day, I have $301 in sales, and it's just 11:30 in the morning. We have a total of 14 sales so far for the day, which is pretty good. Can send 2 offers. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. I send offers in bulk. I don't do it one at a time. I just click the button, send a 22% off offer because that's what my store is right now. I have a coupon for 22% off. So why not send offers for 22% off? And then that's, quick and easy, man. No thinking involved. Here is the summary page for the year. As you can see, this says right here, this year, maybe you can't see that. This year, we are at $100,178 for the year. For the last 90 days, $37,000. This month, $13,000. This week, $3,500, and today $301. So that's what the method is looking like so far. We are in Q4. The goal is to smash it and knock it straight out the park for these next 3 months. If you guys are on the fence about joining the Reseller Nirvana group, I definitely recommend it, man. The strategies, the procedures, the processes that I use are all tips and tricks that I learned in the reseller group. There are no shortcuts to making the money. You really have to just do the work. There's no free magic pill. Whatever the saying is, there's no magic pill. You can't do this stuff haphazardly. You can't do it halfway and expect to get full-time results. Just do the work. I do 50 listings a day. I keep a draft bank that way in case of emergencies or if I have to take a day off. I never miss a day of listing. Hope you guys got value out of this. Smash the like button on the way out. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.